Hey guys, M4J here, and welcome back to my Steamish career here on Football Manager 2018. Today we've got two matches. The first one is against Gillingham, away from home in the Checkatrade Trophy quarter-final. I think it's the quarter-final. And then we've got Hull away in the FA Cup fourth round. Let me show you. So we had our miraculous 2-1 win against Everton here. I put out a tweet actually just after the Everton game, after I finished recording that episode. I put out a tweet saying I've just played the three best matches I've ever played in Football Manager, and it's definitely the case. You know, the 2-2 draw, the last minute equaliser from Samuel, 94th minute. I told my brother 93rd, so I'm going to have to correct that when I next see him. Then Ipswich, you know, equalising, that was in the 91st minute with McEachran, and then winning that on penalties. And then the 2-1 win against Everton with the 91st minute winner again was just incredible, absolutely incredible. Hopefully we're going to repeat that feat today. We had a 2-2 draw against Portsmouth between episodes. Hancock and Menezes with the goals. Menezes did pick up a slight injury, we'll talk about that again in a second. And two own goals, one from James, one from Martin. Martin was substituted very quickly after that goal, actually. The big news, the big news is this man here. Wayne Rooney is a Stevenage player. I cannot believe it. He's on something like £1,000 a week, which is ridiculous. Considering at the moment in real life he's on like 150,000 a week. Quite a step down, I would say. But you know, he plays for us. Bit of respect regained from that. Still not massive amounts. Anyway, we're going to put Tony instead of Godden, and we're going to start Tony, and we're going to put Menezes on the bench. Now this, I feel, doesn't reflect his ability. He's got 1.5 star ability, but if you actually look at his potential, I'd say that reflects his ability better, and you can see in here as well. So, excuse me, wow, that came from nowhere. I think this is a bit of a glitch, that his current ability is so low. You saw this finishing, particularly against Everton and against Ipswich. Very good finish. Did he score against Everton? I'm not sure if he did, actually. How many goals has he scored for me now? 5 in 13 games. So still not great, but those 5 goals have been 5 exceptional goals. So that's always worth considering. Anyway, this is pretty much going to be my lineup. I'm going to put McEachran back into the squad instead of Houghton, because these two have a good relationship, so that's good. Hancock has been playing well recently as well, so it's good to see him in the team. Whitmore's still cup-tied. And apart from that, I think the rest of the team I'm not happy with, because I want Kenlock starting, not Martin. There we go. That's much better. Now we can actually go into this game with a bit of confidence. Give Tony the number 9. It's almost like I was waiting for an actual striker to join the club so I can give them the number 9 shirt. And now we've got one. Hopefully Tony has a good game. We have got some players on the bench who can gives confidence boost. We have got some players on the bench who can step in if needed. Menezes obviously, Farouz as well, Kennedy and Rooney can all play up front, and we've got Hancock who can shift up front if we bring any of those others on to play behind him. So we've got options. That's the main thing. We've got options in the squad. We've got 6 players in our starting lineup and bench who can all play up front if necessary. That's quite impressive. That is very impressive. Right, Hancock with the ball round the corner here to Barmby, who has given away the goal kick. That's unfortunate. Good challenge from the centre-back, actually. It's not a centre-back, it's wing-back. What am I talking about? Good challenge from the defender. And it came back off Barmby and went out for a goal kick. Taken by Grabara to... I didn't see who that was. Aimer to Evans. He puts it down the line towards Stevenson, who's in a good crossing position here. Can Kenlock stop the cross? Well, he sort of did. There'll be a different kind of cross coming in. Free kick conceded. Not a good start. Headed clear nicely, though. Have I got this on full match again? I have. Switch that back to key. There we go. I thought the match was going a bit slow. That's much better. Right. The game is really going quite slowly. Why is that? There we go. Picks up the pace a little bit now. Just needed to wait for their guy to get booked for some reason. Alright, can we have a highlight soon? We're dominating shots. 2-0. On target though is still 0-0. Oh dear. We're now up to 3 with 1 block shot, 2 off target. And we get a highlight. Good. Can't rattle off stats forever. Right, McEachran. Into Hancock. Not the best pass idea in the world, but Eastham does pick it up. Long ball forward intercepted. Hancock with a good header. Finds Samuel. He thumps it over to Barmby. Oh, I tell you what. I think it might have been the Charlton game that I played in League One. There was a very, very similar goal that was scored to that attack that we had there, where Samuel just flew one over the top. Barmby with a left foot volley straight past the keeper into the back of the net. It was a sensational finish. I can't believe I haven't shown you guys it already, actually. I'll have to try and remember which game it was. It was a fantastic finish, and I, for a second, thought we were going to have the same thing there. And then, of course, I wouldn't have to show you, because I could just say it was like that. But they've still not had a shot. We've had 8. I genuinely thought this game would be playing out a little bit differently. I guess I have no confidence in my squad anymore, because I always think we're going to get walked over, and then it doesn't happen. I think we're doing a Leicester at the moment. Not necessarily going to win the league, but we've got a band of misfits who are actually playing very nicely together, and creating some good matches for our fans to enjoy. I think one of the key components of that was retaining the core squad that got us promoted last season. So, you know, we still have Fryer in goal. We still have James at right back. We still have King at centre back. We still have Samuel, Hancock and Barmby across the attack. And until very recently, we still had Godden up front. If you keep that core, then, you know, everything else on top of that is a nice bonus. Good pass there. Good touch from Longstaff. He cracks an effort just wide of the post there. Not the best shot in the world. Oh, Gillingham have actually had a shot. It wasn't on target, but it was a shot. And we're up to double figures. I'm sure their fans are thrilled. I don't actually know if this is Gillingham's first choice squad or not. I know there is rules about you have to pick, I think it's 7 of your players have to have played in the last league match. And that was a rule introduced from the very start, I think. Because I know Luton got fined for it. I think it was last season or the season before, because they made 11 changes and they got fined £5,000 for it. Oh, there you go. There you go. Their second shot of the game, and it had to be on target, and it had to just fly past Fryer. That's the other piece of news, actually. I'm remembering it as I go along. So the centre-back that I tried to sign last episode, Vazquez, I can't remember his name now. Velázquez, that's the one, Velázquez. His work permit was rejected, and I couldn't afford the transfer anyway, so it wasn't worth the risk. A bid came in for Fryer, 325,000. My director of football accepted it. I then went into the transfer centre and rejected it, because if we're going to sell him, it's going to be for more than 250,000 at least, which is his asking price. It's certainly going to be more than 75,000 more on top of that, particularly when half of that was coming from instalments. And yes, they had a 20% of profit clause, but I know that some clubs use that as a get out of jail free, like they release the players on the free transfer so they don't have to pay any sell-ons, which is incredibly frustrating when that happens. We sold Tom Pett last season to Bradford, and that's what they did. They released him at the end of the season. Why he would only sign a 1-year deal, I don't actually know, but yeah, they released him at the end of the season, so we got no sell-on for that, which is bitterly disappointing. Right, we are still losing, which is not good. Though we're on a good counter-attacking opportunity here. Barmby on the ball. Hancock and Samuel making a beeline into the box. That's a great cross. Samuel, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really tight angle as well, and he's just tucked that away incredibly well. And he started the move there with that pass out wide. Look at it from Hancock though. You see he's just jogging along there, and then here he really picks up the pace. It's a shame that he wasn't picked out, because he was in a really good position there. Tony, nowhere to be seen, apart from the celebration, where he suddenly popped up. He's only playing a 6.3, which is a bit disappointing. Hancock's only playing a 6.5, which I'm quite surprised by. Easton's 6.4. Kenlock's 6.5. We're not playing that well. You know, if you look at individual players, we're not playing that well. Excuse me. Yeah, like I say, I clicked to make a sub. Fedu's on for Tony, because Menezes is only to be used in an absolute emergency, and I still think we've got a little bit of time before that becomes the case. I think I might bring Rooney on next for Hancock, and that's the sentence I never thought I'd hear myself say. And we got left 20 minutes, give or take a Tuesday. Let me make the sub, damn it. Rooney on, Hancock off. Play ball. Again, I think we go straight to penalties if this stays 1-1. So, bringing Rooney on, who is a penalty taker. I think he's a better penalty taker than Hancock as well. So that'd be quite nice to have. They're about to take a corner. Oh, for God's sake. Right, we're definitely going to go with this, 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 and this. And also, we're going to bring off Kenlock. We're going to put on De Silva. Kenlock's playing a 6.3, which is not very good. He's not exactly doing much to warrant a place in the lineup against Hull. But then we haven't got many better alternatives, so we're a bit stuck in that respect. Bit stuck. Come on, team. I know we're really good at last-minute goals, but if we can save ourselves the trouble and just tap one in now, that would be great. Alright, they're going to play keep ball. Tackle him, tackle him. That's it. Great play, McEachran. He finds Fedu's. Out wide is Samuel. He whips it in. Barmby. Oh, you've missed it, you absolute donkey. Right. Last chance saloon. Rooney going up front alongside Fedu's. Really? Target, man. Alright, give it a try. We're playing long ball, so give it an attempt, you never know. 5 minutes added. We really are. Last chance saloon. Fryer's been booked. First yellow card of the season. That's quite something. Oh, we've lost. We've lost. That's really disappointing. Yep. Oh, that was a really good pass by Samuel as well. And it was going in. Look at that. They had 3 shots on target all game and scored twice. We had 17 shots in total and we only scored once. That's so disappointing. There you go. You drop Menezes for 1 game. 1 game. You end up losing. Oh, it's so disappointing. And that screwed us over financially as well. I mean, we got it down to 191,000. We have still got the FA Cup. So, swings and roundabouts. We see how well we do against them. Once again, I'm going to do a continuous episode going into that game. We'll do some scout stuff as well while we're here. Just because. Won't worry too much about all of this. I think my scouts, I never thought I'd hear myself say this either, but I think my scouts come back with too many players at the moment. And they're not really... I still haven't fully got my head around the scouting system, because they're certainly not players that I want to sign. I'm not going to take part in deadline day, because I can't afford anyone. It's one of those depressing realities of league football, unfortunately, when you can't afford signings. I love transfer deadline day normally, but yeah, when you can't afford anyone, it's just like standing on the street outside Harrods looking at the window at all the things you can't afford to buy. Alright, nothing there of importance. Obi Uler is someone I signed once on FIFA. I think I signed him on loan and then bought him from Watford. and he's a very, very good target man on there. So if that reflects in the game, then he would have been a very, very good signing. But we've missed out on him, unfortunately. In a year or two's time, maybe, if we're up in the Championship, we can go in for him again. I'd like to think once we get to the Championship, the money will come flooding in. I'm not quite sure what would happen with regards to the stadium. But then I don't know what our average attendances are currently, so we might be fine in the stadium. Bearing in mind the stadium currently has a capacity of 6,722. We should be getting more than that in the Championship, really, but like I say, you never know. Alright, oh, is this contract? Yeah, we can't offer it to him because we're not in a foreign country. Josh Cullen is joining Fulham. Why does his name sound familiar? He's been on loan somewhere. Is that where I've heard of? No, it can't be there. Maybe it is at Bolton. Maybe it's at Bradford. I don't know. That name sounds really familiar, but I didn't associate it with West Ham. Huh. Right, transfer deadline has passed. No big deals for us, as you'd expect. And I imagine Fryer is incredibly unhappy with us because we didn't let him leave. Right, Player of the Month, Hancock. Wasn't expecting that. 5 goals in 5 games though, so yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. He also won Young Player of the Month, which is also very nice. He did not look like that last season. I am sure he didn't look like that last season. That's a bit frightening. He's got those cold eyes. He came second in Manager of the Month, and yes, Joe Hardy, our young player who I believe our head of youth did this deal, because he is 21. Oh, maybe it was us that did it. I don't remember signing him. Don't know where he came from, or how the deal came about. Maybe he was one of the trialists that just got brought in. I don't actually know. But yeah, he's out on loan. He seems to be doing quite well. His stats don't really tally up with how well he's doing. So he's one of those hidden gem type players, which is very nice to see, actually. I don't mind that at all. Right, it looks like the second match is upon us. Hull away in the FA Cup 4th round. Our hopes lie on this. Not just our, trying to win a trophy hopes. We're not going to win the FA Cup, I can tell you that now. It's always nice to go far in the tournament. Where our hopes lie is financially. The prize money for getting through is very nice. The prize money for getting through and the share of the gates is magnifique. So we really do want the money coming flooding in for this. Now I'm going to not start Tony in this game. I'm actually going to start Menezes and take the risk from the kickoff and see how well we do. Everyone else I'm inclined to keep. I'm really looking at Kenlock and deciding he still has got a better average rating than Martin. And that's really what's swinging it for me at the moment, with De Silva coming on if necessary. Yeah, I think that's the clincher for me. So we're going to start with this and see how we get on. Did I save it then? I think I saved it then. God, I hope I saved it. It's only if the game crashes that really becomes an issue. Alright, here we go. Looking for a good solid performance. Hull are in the Championship. I think they're down the bottom of the Championship, but they're not. So, ball's in our court, essentially. A good performance here. We should walk away with a nice tidy result. A replay's fine. I'm happy to take a replay. We take them back to our place and beat them there. But the idea really is to get through. That's the main goal of this. Oof. Okay. That was the first shot of the whole game. And it just crept over the bar. We've now matched them, and we got a shot on target, and we've had another shot. Alrighty. I can hear the Stevenage screw beginning to turn. Alright, James's header. Headed down to McEachran. He picks out Samuel. Nice pass. Hancock. Went for the first time ball. Finds Longstaff. Don't really know what Longstaff was trying to do there, and it didn't work out, whatever it was. Eastham to McEachran, into Hancock. Tries to play it to Barnby, who I do believe used to play for Hull. I'll have to check that afterwards, but I think he did. Leicester, Hull, a couple of other teams. Then he went to America, and then he joined us. That was an easy catch for Fryer. He's distributed quite nicely to Longstaff. Short pass to McEachran into Hancock, who again went to try and find Longstaff and again gave it away. He's not had the best start to this game as an old player of the month. Oh, that's bad. Abel Hernandez, who still plays for Hull. That's the big surprise of this, I think, actually, is Abel Hernandez still plays for them. But Ngoy with the tap-in, really. Was it King that dived in? So, I mean, that wasn't the worst ball in the world. King there hesitated, and then here he dived in and really just helped play it across the face of goal. That's not a good start. 1-0 down inside 10 minutes. Right, hopefully now we can string some passes together. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? As Eastham launches one forward. Come on. No anticipation there from Barnby at all. Luckily Eastham's a bit more with it today. Fryer now. Tidy pass into midfield. Longstaff again cut out. Not good. Gonna tell them to concentrate. Oof, they just hit the post then, didn't they? We have really got to pick up our pace here. This is not good at all. We're much better than this. Barnby, what are you doing? I can see he's going to come off in the second half at this rate, if he even lasts till then. Right, Eastham, good win back. Great ball over the top. Menezes running it down. Tackled, but he's won it back into the middle. Hancock went for the header. Comes to Longstaff. Oh, what a finish. What a finish, Sean Longstaff. Is that his first goal for us? It's not saying it is, so I think he has scored for us before. I thought the chance was gone. Menezes did really well to win the ball back there. Crossed it in. Hancock just couldn't get his head on it. Look at that. First touch, outside the right foot. Second touch, whipped it in. Bottom right corner. Great finish. Good celebration as well. I love those celebrations. A bit like when Vincent Kompany scored against Manchester United that season, where City finally won the Premier League. That celebration of just, you're running. You're full of joy. The adrenaline's pumping and you're just running. They're the best celebrations. Never mind all these somersaults and tricks and things like that. The Alan Shearer one hand in the air celebration as well, where it's just pure adrenaline. Oh, that's a good effort from Menezes. Again, he can quite easily finish from there. Keeper was on his toes. Hancock with the corner was headed out. Samuel's going to pick it up. Plays it safe to Longstaff, whose touch let him down again. Yeah, he can finish, but his touch isn't great. Hernandez on the ball. He's crossed it in. Eastham with the header, not a good one. Back to Hernandez, heads it across. I think it was King that got that one away. And James now can pick out Samuel. Alright, we've got a bit more composure in defence. Still not completely happy with it. I think we are letting ourselves down a little bit still. Slightly better though. Slightly better. Alright, Menezes is struggling. Do we make the risk and bring him off and bring Tony on? Or do we wait it out? I mean, he is recovering. He's on the ball now. That's a nice run, actually. It's a nice run. Not a great shot. You'd think it'd be the other way around. You wouldn't be able to shoot. You wouldn't be able to run very well, sorry, but you'd be able to shoot better. He's managed to chase this one down as well. Nice pass to Hancock, who I think is still onside. Yep. Nope. Never mind. Oh, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Tony coming on for Menezes. Oh, I hope I don't regret that. I know Ivan Toney's a good League One level striker. He's certainly proving it in real life. Let's just see what he can actually do. Oh, that's such a stupid challenge again, King. You're lucky McEachran drops deep like that. Alright, Tony, nice bring down actually. Finds Samuel. Tidy ball around the corner. Hancock brings it down nicely. Tony's in the middle. Good shot. Saved. Samuel, get in. We seem to be doing that as well. We seem to be pulling mistakes out of the defence. That was a really good example. Great bring down by Tony. That's exactly what I signed him to do. That kind of hold up play. And good pace there from Hancock. Good strength as well to hold off the man. I think that was a shot. It could have been a cross to the back post. Barmby was there. But I think that was a shot. Deflected off the keeper. Samuel with the tap in. Who also did very well to get forward actually. Considering he was the one that played the pass. And then almost beat Hancock to the ball again. That's quite impressive. Alright, so far, so good. I'm pleased. We're approaching half time. And we've turned the game around. Barmby is not playing that well. Perhaps if he'd have got on the end of that Hancock ball, we'd be looking at a different match rating right now. Might also be looking at a different player, because confidence can be boosted from things like that. That was not a good pass from Samuel either. I need to tell them to concentrate again, because they're giving the ball away far too easily, although Hancock has done incredibly well to win that back. Tony now. I think that was a shot. Oh, I've got updates. Press snooze on that. Do not want to do updates right. Was snooze the right button? Oh god, I hope so. Otherwise, this episode might be a bit shorter than normal. I think snooze is the right button. I always doubt myself at times like that. That's going to be a goal, isn't it? Yep. Onside? Yep. Poor defending again. Really poor defending. Need to give him a good talking to at half time, I think, because that was awful. King again, not being able to head the ball away. Jackson Irvin there finds Reed. Ball into the middle. They overcommitted. Both defenders, Eastham and King, overcommitted. One of them needs to go to try and win the header, and the other one needs to drop back and try and win the ball. Or at least cover. I'm sure they're both set to that as well. One set to cover and one set to stopper. Why they both go for it then, I do not know. But that's undone a good turnaround from the first half. And I am... Let's see, you're set to stopper and you're set to cover, yeah. So, I don't know why that happened. I am also going to make the sub of Kennedy on for Barmby. Because Kennedy seems to be Mr. FA Cup this season. He always pulls it out the bag when needed. With his late goals and his late assists. And we certainly need something like that this time around. Hopefully not late though. Just an assist or a goal would be quite nice. Within the next 5 to 10 minutes would be absolutely lovely. Doesn't look like it's going to happen though. Well, you never know. We've got a little bit of time left. Played short there. They're passing it around the back. Flint with the long ball forward. Kenlock with a nice tidy interception. Good composure there as well. Finds McEachran into Longstaff. Again the slack pass. Now we're on the back foot again. Hernandez. Easton with the header away, but not very far. Stewart lobs it back forward, and Goy. Good save, Fryer. Good save, Fryer. That could have easily gone top corner then. Easton manages to hack it out for a throw. Yeah, the defence are not covering themselves in much glory out there. Bit disappointing. I would have liked to have saved my last substitution for an attacking change. And we could still do that. We could try and nullify our defence by just constantly attacking. But we're just really lazy passing. Giving the ball away far too cheaply. Kennedy with a good cross. Keeper did well to claim that. I think that's the first time we've actually attacked down the left-hand side in this game. That's how bad a half Barnby had. Right, McEachran into Hancock. Again, the lazy pass. And then Ngoy's through again. Ooh, we're getting away with it here. Show some passion. Come on, improve. Corner whipped in. Hancock heads it out to Ngoy. He finds Reed. Was that Mazan? Yeah. Reed went for the cross. It was blocked. Kenlock will pick up the loose ball. Plays it short to McEachran. He goes long. Interesting choice of pass there. Tony can chase this down. Keeper clears it long. Long ball over the top to Sancho. He finds Irvin. Sancho into the channel. Hernandez gets onto that. Got to watch out in the middle because there's Ngoy. And now we're losing. Again. Why are we suddenly playing so crap? Players don't look tired. They just look disinterested. All these stupid long balls from nowhere. What is that all about? Two fullbacks are having a mare. McEachran's not doing that well. I think the only reason Longstaff's got that rating really is because of his goal. Take that out of the equation, he's also playing badly. We've got Tony's playing a 6.4 and Kennedy's a 6.5. Or a 6.6 now, it's just gone up. We're being outplayed. And yes, they're a league above us, but they're at the bottom of that league. And we're near the top of ours. So, in terms of league places, I think there's like 6 league places between us. That's it. We should be playing a lot better than this. Another lazy pass. Ngoy with the shot, Fryer with the save. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because we keep doing clear to flanks, and that's not necessarily a good thing. I'm going to do pump the ball into the box. Because our flanks just don't seem interested today. Oh, I thought that was another save from Fryer, but the shot went wide. I just want to check this again, actually. Yeah, exploit the middle. Let's just don't worry about the flanks at all. Let's just concentrate on what's going on in the middle. We're going to demand more from them. In fact, I think we're going to make our last sub now as well. Who's it going to be, though? I could bring De Silva on. I feel like it has to be an attacking change. And Hancock's not impressed me much. I'm going to bring on Rooney. I'll be really disappointing if we went out of both cups in the same episode. That'd be really disappointing. Kenlock giving it away from the throw-in. Easton's on a yellow as well, so he can't even dive in. Although he still tried. Right, Fryer with a catch. Come on, we got just over 15 minutes. What is that? Right, Longstaff. Samuel. Better. Tony. Tried to pick out Rooney. Very nearly did. That is still better. Kenlock to McEachran. Into Longstaff. Plays it short. Tony couldn't control it, but Longstaff's retrieved it. Finds McEachran. He puts it over the top. Samuel heads it down. Tony. He can't get the shot away. Kennedy can. Oh, it's just wide. That's much better. That is much better. I can't do another shout yet. I must be able to do one soon, surely. There we go. Push forward. Come on, team. Don't leave it till last minute again. My heart can only take so much. Come on. Alright, pause. Actually, going to leave you. You're going to move there. And you're going to play there. As a advanced playmaker. Actually, no, shadow striker set to attack. You're going to be deep lying. Defensive set to support. You're going to be advanced forward. Can we change you to a complete forward? No. We can change you to... You could be a target man. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, and then McEachran is going to move... Actually, we're going to do this. And you're going to go there. Swap you two over, actually. So you're going to be deep line playmaker set to support. You're going to be an advanced playmaker set to attack. We've probably got way too many players playing in an attacking position now, but we're going to go for it and see what happens. 3 minutes added on. Come on, game. Give me a highlight. Give me a highlight. You're not going to give me a highlight, are you? Alright, Goy. Tackle him. Tackle him. Alright, Fry with a catch. Come on. 20 seconds. Get the ball forward. Don't dither. Stop dithering. There we go. Fry with the ball forward. Oh. That's going to be it, isn't it? That's going to be it. And Goy's going to take it to the corner flag. No. Easton's going to win it. He's going to launch it forward. Oh, come on, ref. We were attacking. Oh, you are an unbelievable... I nearly swore then. Can't swear. YouTube, family friendly and all that. Oh, it's so frustrating. We deserve more from that game. That's really annoying with our both cups in the same bloody episode. How do we go from beating Everton and being on an absolute high to that? That's poor. I'm going to have a word with some of my squad for that. Kenlock. Where are you? Kenlock, Kenlock, Kenlock. Speak about one player. Criticise last game. Don't appreciate you taking that tone. You were bloody awful. Barmby. I don't care who I upset either. I want to be brutally honest here. One player. Criticise last game. Yeah, damn right. Actually, while I'm here, you did play for Hull, didn't you? I'm not making that up. Oh, I am making it up. Okay, you did play for Leicester though. Maybe it's just a Nigel Pearson connection. And Hartlepool, Man United. Yeah. Okay. I'm sure he played for Hull. I don't know where I got that from. Who else played poor in that game? Samuel didn't play great. Yeah, you stand by what you said. You go ahead and do that. See how you feel sitting on the bench for the next couple of games. Everyone else, I don't really think I can criticise. King, maybe. I don't think King played well that game, but you know, he's getting on a bit, so maybe his pace isn't what it used to be. He's 30... Where is he? 34 now, so yeah. Alright, well, that's not how I wanted this episode to go. I thought we would have done a little bit better than that, but can't win them all, I suppose. So that pretty much does it for this season in terms of interest. I'm going to play out the rest of the league campaign. Depending on where we are in the league, we'll come back around about these 4 matches here. If we're going for a playoff place, then maybe the last game. If we're just not playing for anything at the end of the season, then the last game. If we're going for automatic promotion, then maybe 2 or 3 games before, so you can get to see the final couple of games and see if we actually get it or not. And if nothing really interesting happens and we end up finishing mid-table, then maybe I'll just come back at the end of the season and do a quick season review before next season kicks off. But until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Sorry that we didn't win. I genuinely feel like I owe you guys an apology because there were 2 very flat performances. Despite the fact we scored 3 goals in 2 games then. think our defence is what's letting us down still. And that's something that definitely needs work between now and the start of next season if we want to be a competitive side. But like I said, thank you very much guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already, that's not true. Drop some comments down below with ideas for tactics, signings and staff additions. I've really got to remember. You can tell what episodes I've been recording lately by how I do the outros. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.